2 full glams ideas. Golden Hollywood or more than one? Which one would you choose? I made both, and I will show you every step and reveal which I actually wore at the end. Let's start. I'm starting with the skin prep. I'm using the Clinique Face Cream. It's lightweight, water gel texture, melts right in and feels refreshing and gives that long-lasting hydration without greasiness. Perfect before makeup because it plumps the skin but never peels under foundation. Now, my under eyes are really puffy today, so I'm doing a quick eye massage. This is one of my go-to trick when I wake up with the bags, yes. Just lightly tap in a circle around the eyes to get the correlation going. I always start by brushing my brows against the natural growth. That way, every hair gets coated evenly. Then I swipe them back up and out around 45 degrees and gently press the brush to lock them in place. The applicator has both short and long bristles. I stick with the shorter side since my brows are on the thinner side. But if you have thicker, fuller brows, the longer bristles will grab more hair and make the process quicker. One golden rule: brows come before foundation. That way, the gel won't mix with your base or leave that white cast. I just remove excess product from the brows and from the forehead with just my fingertip. Next is concealer. I place it under the eyes, a bit on the forehead, chin and around the nose, basically all the dry spots and the areas where redness shows through. And the texture is super lightweight, so don't be scared to apply it like this. With heavier formulas, it can look cakey and sit on the skin, but this one blends in seamlessly. That's one of my favorite one. In my next video, I'm going to show you a special collection of my favorite products that I picked just for you. They will be available on Amazon Prime Big Deal Days, October 7 and 8. I will be sharing everything in my stories too, so don't miss it. Now here's the trick. Don't blend it right away. Let it sit for a minute and it sets a little and gives better coverage. While it's setting, I'll move on to foundation, and I'm using Rare Beauty in a lighter shade than my body tone. So for this Old Hollywood style makeup, I want the face to look more porcelain and luminous. I matched it to my face and neck, not my chest, arms or legs. See how the lighter face against slightly tan skin creates that dramatic contrast. So that's exactly the vibe, and if you want a modern version, just match your foundation to your body instead. The formula feels like a serum on skin, very light, breathable, and you don't feel like you are wearing a heavy mask. Not flat matte or super dewy, it gives a refined skin look and even skin tone, still some glow without being oily. Just go easy in dry areas or you need to keep the skin well moisturized. The star of the show today is the matte liquid lipstick from Dolce Gabbana. I like to start applying it right in the center of the lips and then blend outward. The formula is amazing. It doesn't dry out or crack your lips at all. Seriously, it's so comfortable to wear, you almost forget it's there. It's also the signature shade of the brand, a classic blue-red that just works. And also I like to take a tiny bit and tap it onto the cheeks as a blush. It saves your money on separate products and gives that cohesive polished look. If the color feels too intense, I just calm it down a little with the leftover foundation on my brush. I also gently swipe a touch on the nose and the outer corners of the eyes, just to tie the whole makeup together, the eyes, the lips and cheeks, everything. So let's add the classic Hollywood drama. In those old vintage Hollywood films, the characters always had perfectly sculpted face. High cheekbones, defined temples and delicate nose. To recreate that, I'm using a cool-toned, highly pigmented Dior Forever contour stick in light shade. I start with the cheekbones, just apply a little bit product on the brush and swipe it under the apples of the cheeks, then gently blend upward toward the temples. This instantly lifts and sculpts the face. Next, I define the temples and the size of the forehead, which gives that elegant shadowed look you see on classic film stars. And finally, I lightly contour the nose. A few small strokes along the bridge and sides blends carefully so it looks natural yet defined. No harsh lines here. Next, I'm setting everything with the Clinique Loose Powder in shade 8. This powder is perfect for giving that skin soft, matte finish without looking flat or heavy. Now, here's a little trick. Sometimes the face can look lighter or cooler compared to your body. And you want everything to look more seamless, right? And you can actually use the powder to slightly tweak the color of your foundation. I'm using shade 8 to warm up the undertone a bit. Not too cool, just enough so it matches my neck and chest. I mean, I'll be wearing a dress with the open legs today, and honestly, I don't want to do makeup for my legs, so it's all about making the face and body look harmonious without going overboard, and this powder is perfect for that. Sets your makeup, smooth everything out, and some will balance the tone. Now let's do tight lining. One of the secrets to classic Hollywood camera-ready eyes, I'm using a black pencil from YSL Beauty. Tight lining really defines the eyes without taking up lid space, which is perfect for hooded eyes because it makes the lashes look fuller and the eyes instantly more awake. For hooded eyes, I gently lift the lid and apply the pencil right along the upper waterline. Tiny strokes at a time. You don't want a thick line, just enough to add depth and intensity. And let's give the eyes a little break for now. While they rest, I'm going to set and balance the creamy texture of the Dior Forever contour stick with a slightly dry texture of the Charlotte Tilbury Film Star palette. This way, everything stays in place. Trust me, at the events like this, you will be hugging and kissing friends a lot, even people you've never met before. That's just how warm and welcoming it is here in Serbia. So honestly, if you ever come to one of these events, you will feel at home immediately. Everyone is so friendly, honest, and just happy to see you. Time to add highlighter as well. So we are going to shine this night. It's so beautiful texture. If I'm not mistaken, I have already shared this palette with you approximately 7 times. Really like it. Okay, let's move on. Italian girls really know how to rock those perfect eyebrows. Let's go a bit more intense, graphic, and sharp to capture that signature Dolce & Gabbana vibe. I'm defining the shape, adding a little lift at the arch and making sure every hair is perfectly in place. The goal is bold, structured brows that frame the face, not too thin like the brows in the Old Hollywood movies. We are keeping your signature shape and style. This isn't a cosplay, it's just inspired by that timeless, glamorous aesthetic. So, define and perfect the shape. I'm using the brow marker from Benefit. It's great for adding precise hair-like strokes, filling in gaps and keeping the brows looking sharp yet natural. The goal is bold and structured brows that still feels like you, but a little bit more defined. Once the brows are filled and defined, I like to clean up the low edge using a light foundation. Today I'm using Rare Beauty, so this sharpens the arch, defines the shape, and creates a clean, precise line while keeping the tip of the brow thin and elegant. It's the little detail that really elevates the brows and gives that polished, camera-ready finish. I'm using the Tarte Shadow palette with matte shades. Let's start with the lightest color. I'm applying it all over the lid with just my fingertip. This also helps to fix the foundation in this area and creates a smooth base for the shadows to blend on top. Next, grab a fluffy brush and pick a matte skin tone shade or one slightly darker. Swipe it along the eye bone and just above the hooded part of the lid and lightly blend it toward the nose. You can even use this step to subtly sculpt the nose. The main idea here is to add shadow right on the hooded area, creating natural depth and lift. This way your eyes will look defined even when open, giving that perfect sculptured effect. Add to the low lash line the same color, just swipe from side to side. I just changed the brush because of the size. And this part isn't that big as it was on the upper lid. Now take an angled brush for eyebrows and gray matte eyeshadow. So we are going to create a fake crease to give the illusion of a more open, lifted eye. So this is a game changer for hooded eyes. The idea is to mimic the natural fall higher than your real crease. So when your eyes are open, the shadow is visible and gives depth without looking heavy. Gently press the brush into the lid, not too hard, just enough to deposit the color. It doesn't hurt at all. We are just making the extra skin above the lid to trick the eye visually. Work slowly and lightly, following the shape of your natural eye, and then blend it softly, so just keep a little bit harsh line but not blend it completely. So repeat the same technique on the other side. This little trick instantly makes the eye appear larger and more lifted. Then blend it with a small brush. Just blend the line a bit, not too much. We still need this harsh line, just a little. Focus on the blending upward to the brow. Again, add more light to the lids and refresh the shade and finally dry out the lids. Because we are going to draw the eyeliners actually, so just to prevent transferring the eyeliners to the lids. So I absolutely love the Shiseido eyeliner because of its super precise micro tip. Today I'm using it in black to define the eyes. It's perfect for small detailed work like drawing teeny wings, touching up in the corners, or creating subtle flicks. The curved applicator is great because it follows the natural shape of the eye and letting you see exactly where the tip will touch. And this makes it much easier to control the line, especially on hooded eyes. Okay, now do tiny strokes along the upper lash line, keeping the line as close to the lashes as possible. For hooded eyes, I focus on short, precise lines towards the outer corners, gradually building up the intensity. If you want a classic Hollywood effect, slightly extend the line outwards for a gentle lift. Go slowly at first, it's easier to build the line than to correct a thick mistake. What about in the corners? Apply very light to open the eye without looking harsh. And now let's talk about mascara. I'm using Tarte mascara. It's perfect for adding volume and definition to the lash line just without clumping, and I like how it separates every lash and gives a natural yet glamorous finish, which is ideal for classic Hollywood-inspired looks. One of the best things, it's easy to remove. It washes off completely with warm water, no harsh rubbing, no irritation, and your lashes stay healthy and soft. Perfect for long days or events when you want drama on your eyes, but gentle removal at the end of the night. To lock everything in place, I'm using the L'Oreal Setting Spray. It keeps the makeup looking fresh, prevents smudging, and ensures that all the work we did, from foundation to eyeshadow to lips, stays flawless throughout the event. Just a few sprays over the face and it blends everything together, leaving a natural skin-like finish without feeling sticky or heavy. Now it's time for the hairstyle, but first a little blush touch-up. I think my blush was a bit shy, so I'm adding a bit more red lipstick to the cheeks. And my hair is already set, so let's unpin them and see how the waves turned out. But before diving into the hair, I want to even out my chest area. Applying a light layer of foundation, blending it seamlessly, and then setting everything with a powder and quick spray of setting spray, the same steps as we did with the face. That way, from head to chest, everything looks flawless and polished for the event. Pro tip: the way you move your hand while drawing your lip liner completely changes the shape. If you move your hand in a curved motion, you'll get that beautiful retro rounded lip shape, which is what I'm doing today. If you start from the Cupid's bow and draw straight toward the corner, you will get more modern, sleek line. Whichever style you choose, make sure to do the same on both sides. A common beginner mistake is ending up with one lip more full or curved than the other. Keep your hand steady and consistent, and your lips will look perfectly balanced. Okay, I'm not 100% sure if my hair is completely dry, so I'm giving it a little help with the Dyson hair dryer. Today it's 100% humidity outside, so I'm a bit worried about it surviving under the rain, but I only need it to last for about an hour, like Cinderella, then I'm going home. I curled all my hair toward the face to create that retro Old Hollywood vibes. To finish, I'm adding a few drops of K-tin hair oil. Just 3 teeny drops are enough. It smooths the hair, adds shine, and gets rid of any cast from styling. This is my favorite part, seeing all the waves polished, soft and glossy, Now, brush the hair properly. It makes everything look less messy and more elegant. I've done this countless times, so I know that careful brushing really elevates the look. And then I push the bangs up slightly and fix everything with a stronghold hairspray. Since I might have overdone it with spray, I add a few drops of hair oil again to bring back shine and softness. And of course, the final touch, perfume. I'm using the same brand, and as an influencer, I really appreciate when all the products are cohesive and there is no clashing logos. So it's such a small detail, but it makes a difference. My favorite bag, lipstick, mini perfume, and of course my phone, and I'm ready to order the taxi. So this is my first look, rated for the event. What do you think? Do you think it fits the Dolce Gabbana vibes, or is it a bit too much? And here's the second option. Just like I promised, I wrap the ends of the hair around the Dyson attachment, holding it parallel to the floor. Curl, let it cool like that, and then fix with spray. That's it. Repeat on the other side. The process is very fast and easy, so you can do it at home easily. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. In my next video, as I promised, I will show you a special collection of my favorite products that I picked just for you. They will be available on Amazon Prime Big Deal days, and I'll share them in my stories too, so don't miss it. Have a great weekend and see you in the next video. Bye!